திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். ஆடும் வரிவேல் அணி சேவல் என பாடும் பணியே பணியாய் அருள்வாய் தேடும் கயமாமுகனை செருவில் சாடும் தனி யானை சகோதரனே. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். பூழியர்கோன் எப்பொழித்த புகழியோர்கோன் கடல் போற்றி ஆழியும் இசைக்கல் மிதப்பில் அணைந்த விரான் அடி போற்றி வாழி திருநாவலூர் வன்தொண்டர் பதம் போற்றி ஊழிமலி திருவாத ஊரர் திருத்தாள் போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி ஏகம்பத்துறை எந்தாய் போற்றி பாகம் வெண்ணிரு ஆனாய் போற்றி பராய்த்துறை மேவிய பரணே போற்றி சிராப்பள்ளி மேவிய சிவனே போற்றி அண்ணாமலையமன்னா போற்றி கண்ணாரமுத கடலே போற்றி காவாய் கனக திரளே போற்றி கைலை மலையானே போற்றி போற்றி வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். திருச்சிற்றம். அண்ட சராசரங்களுக்கெல்லாம் அதிபதியாக விளங்கக்கூடிய முருகப்பெருமானுடைய ஒப்பற்ற பெருங்கருணையினாலே ஞானத்திரள் சைவ சமய மாத இதழ் கத்தார் அன்பர்கள் திருமதி திருவாளர் சரவணன் அவர்களுடைய நல்ல ஆதரவினாலே சைவ சமய கொள்கைகளை சைவ சமய செய்திகளை தமிழிலே பாண்டித்தியம் இல்லாமல் அல்லது தமிழிற்கு சரியான அறிமுகம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கக்கூடிய அன்பர்களும் கேட்டு பயனடையுமாறு ஆங்கிலத்திலே உரையாக தொடர்ந்து நிகழ்த்துவதற்கு அவர்கள் எடுத்துக்கொண்ட முயற்சிக்கு திருவருளும் கைகூட்ட நாம் செய்து கொண்டு வருகிற பாங்கில் இன்றைய தினம் நாம் புதியதொரு தலைப்பில் பல செய்திகளை நாம் சிந்திக்க இருக்கிறோம். Today we are going to start a new chapter on the hereditary of the disciples of Lord Siva. There is, so to say, that the whole Saivism or the concept of the soul reaching the God is finally enabled by the Guru only. The Tiruvarul, that is the grace of Lord Siva, will be coming as the grace of Guru, so that the Guru is highly compatible with the soul. See, the soul would have taken a lot of births in this world. It has come through a lot of ages, facing a lot of different types of births, different types of lives. It has undertaken, and it has reached now the human life. So, before coming as a human being, it must have taken innumerable and unaccountable and immeasurable number of births. That is the whole theory of Saivism. Not all of a sudden the soul would be able to sustain in a human being. It cannot sustain as a human being, because for a long time, very long time means it cannot be measured. So many hundreds of years in our measurement. So many immeasurable duration of time. It was in the darkness. What does it mean? It was in the darkness. Its wisdom has been masked or encompassed completely by the ignorance. A power of inert energy the inert energy called Anavam, which is otherwise ignorance, darkness, whatever you call. But ignorance and darkness are the qualities of the Anavam. So, in Tamil it is named as Malam. Malam means impurity. Impurity. Any impurity will cause its own effect in the quality of the particular material. For example, if the gold is pure, it should not contain any other metal traces. If the copper is there, then its quality has come down. So, pure metal will not contain any other metal in any other form, in any quantity. So, likewise, the soul, it's having wisdom, it's a form of wisdom. So, that wisdom is not able to operate. It doesn't have any desire, planning or execution, because it doesn't have any independency. It is completely in the darkness. God has helped it to come out of the darkness. To a certain extent, God has awarded with some tattvas from Maya, another inert energy. So that using that inert energy, the wisdom is able to, it is as if a man in darkness has been given an oil lamp. A man completely in darkness, he doesn't know where he is, what he is doing, and with whom he is. So the complete darkness puts him in the total suffering. So God has helped him to come out of the suffering by giving him a lamp. The oil lamp, let us say a mud lamp. Using that lamp, that small light, using that light, the soul is able to come out of that pitch darkness, and it is able to execute some deeds. Even then, it is not completely free. It is not completely independent. It is dependent. But once it starts getting into activeness, it thinks that it is independent. For example, if you take a child, the child will be under the care of mother. The mother will be always looking at her child for its safety, and it should not go on its own accord. It should be guarded. There should be always sentry over him. So likewise, the mother will be taking care of a child. But a small grown-up child, what it will do? It will go to the streets, it will wander there, it will cross the road, all things it will do, it will jump. Why it is doing all those things? Because it thinks that it is independent. It is not at all independent, but even a small child will forget that it is not independent, it is dependent. So that shows that human, that brain, that wisdom, let us say wisdom. Brain is another organ. Brain is another organ. Suppose the Thula body, the physical body, suppose it goes out, do you think that soul will lose its wisdom? Soul will not lose its wisdom once it goes out of the body, physical body. That is why we are saying that brain is not the wisdom. Brain is an organ which helps the soul to process the data available through its senses. You understand? Likewise, the soul is being helped by the Lord to get out of the ignorance by giving the soul the tattvas, the physical body from Maya. So the long process goes like this, and slowly it climbs up to the cliff of freedom. Not freedom from that darkness. Once it is free from the darkness, it should be dependent on the light. Human wisdom is in such a way, whatever it depends on or whatever it covers, it will take the same status of that particular material. For example, if you take for example the eyesight, the light in the eye, it is very, very necessary to see an object, but it may be able to see the object only if external light is available. If externally darkness is there, then definitely the light of eye, that is the sight of eye, will be in darkness because it is being covered by darkness. So the light in the eye depends on the darkness. So it is in the darkness and it sees only darkness. Suppose if some external light is switched on, then it will be able to see everything by the help of the light, because it goes and merges with the light. So it takes the quality of the thing with which it merges. So that is the quality of eyesight. Likewise, the soul's quality is also like that. Whatever it merges with, it takes the form. If it merges with the ignorance, then it takes the form of ignorance. A fire in the firewood, a log of wood, fire is there, but what form the fire is there? The fire is available as a wood form. The log of wood is containing fire, but fire is available in the form of wood. Is it not? Once it comes out of the log of wood, it takes its own form of fire. Likewise, the soul, when it merges with the darkness, it is darkness. When it merges with the light, it is the light. So likewise, the concept of Saivism is the soul cannot reach the Almighty after passing through the all difficulties and taking efforts to cross over the ignorance, by learning lot of experiences and getting clearance and getting a clear idea that my wisdom is immersed in the darkness. It is immersed in the darkness or in the impurity. God has helped me to take my wisdom out of the impurity. Now it is very pure. It thinks only of Him. No evil effects, no bad things. So once it comes out of the darkness, now it is ready to receive the grace of Lord Shiva. You understand? Unless otherwise the pot is clear, it is not ready to take the milk. If the pot is containing stains, if the pot is containing impurities, if the vessel is containing impurities, then it is not deserved to store milk. It is not deserved. Is it not? To get the milk. Once you put the milk, it will get spoiled, isn't it? So milk cannot be stored in a vessel which is already impure. Likewise, soul with its impurity will never get the grace of Lord. Even though it longs for it, even though it desires for it, even though it tries for it, it will not be achieved unless otherwise the soul is free from the impurity. You understand? By way of mentioning impurity, I don't mean the physical body or tattvas. The tattvas and physical body, they have to be removed, of course, but they are being provided for you to help you to come out of the ignorance. You understand? See, you are suffering from a disease. Doctor diagnoses you, he prescribes some medicines, and you are taking the medicines regularly. The medicines are very, very important to get you out of that disease. Is it not? So, invariably, you are taking all steps to continue the prescription, to taking the medicines, following the instructions. Okay, you take the medicines. Now the disease has been completely cured. You are out of it. Disease has been cured. What will you do with the medicine? Will you say that medicines are the diseases? No. They are medicines to cure the disease. But after curing the disease, the medicines are not at all required. If you don't have a disease and if you take medicines, that will become a disease. Is it not? Doctor will not prescribe to take medicines which are prescribed for diseases. Once you are out of diseases, you are supposed to stop the pills taking. You are supposed to stop under medication. Is it not? You leave alone the tonic and other things. Those are all different. Some medicines are prescribed to cure, for example, fever. To cure the fever, doctor will prescribe, take 3 times this tablet. Some tablet, say, Crocin, Dolopar, something like that, you say. Those are the medicines I know. That's why I am telling those names of medicines. Take 3 pills every time, morning, lunch, after breakfast, and night. 3 times a day. How long I have to take? 3 days or 5 days. A course, 3 days, 5 days. High fever. Once you take the pills in the morning, the fever goes, getting normal temperature. But by the time you reach the lunch time, again the temperature rises. Again you are taking a tablet. Night also like that. So that this process continues for 5 days. You are completely out of fever. No fever. Normal temperature. Course is over. What will you do? Will you continue the medicine 6th day or 7th day? No, you have to stop. Suppose if you are going on taking that pills, that will affect your stomach. It will affect your stomach. It will affect your digestion capacity. Digestion capacity will go down. So it is also, medicines are also poison. They are poisonous when you are not having the disease. So likewise, out of Maya, God has provided you this physical body and other tattvas. But why you have been provided all these things? Because you have to execute deeds, you have to get experiences. Out of the experiences, your wisdom should get pure. It should get purified. Once it gets purified, you will get convinced that my wisdom is pure enough. I am not longing for anything in this world. I am longing only for Lord Shiva's grace. Oh, when can I see him? When can I merge with him? When can I enjoy the full bliss? Likewise, your thoughts will be there. At that time, Guru is coming to you. This is the concept of Saiva Siddhanta. Unless otherwise you are ready to and you are qualified to and you are in a pre-conditioned status, if you are in the status alone, Guru will come. Just because if you want, Guru will not come. I want that Guru may come over here. Guru will not come. Or I cannot go in search of a Guru also, thinking that I am well qualified, fully qualified. I am ready to receive the grace. So I will search for a Guru. Not like that. If you are fit enough to receive a Guru, if you are fit enough to be advised, to be given the key Upadesam, the key note by Guru, the mantra, the transfer of mantra. When can it happen? Not when the soul decides. It cannot decide by itself, I am qualified. After writing the examination, student will say, I will be passing the examination. Let me be given the degree. Come on, give me the degree. I have written the examination. I know I will pass. Nobody will accept that theory. The examiners, the professors, they have to decide. He is qualified to receive the degree. Likewise, just because I am saying that I want a Guru or I am qualified to receive a Guru, I may not be provided with a Guru. God actually ascertains, or actually God decides. Where? Not externally, it is in and out of, it is in and out of the soul. It is within the soul and it is out of the soul. So it is in the soul, because soul has to be operating in this world only because of its power. It's going on feeding the power. So within the soul, the Lord is there. So he decides the Guru has to come for the soul. The soul is qualified. He decides. So in Saivam, we have a line of Gurus. Our line of Gurus and our hereditary hierarchy, the hereditary, is a very noble one. So as I already told you, the Saiva Siddhantam, the final stage is the soul will be taken care. The soul will be taken care, or the soul will be taken under full control of a Guru. Till that time the soul has to wait. Take for example our Manivasakar. Initially he was in search of a Guru. And after some time he came to the conclusion that we cannot go and search and get a Guru. The Guru has to come by himself. So God will send a Guru at an appropriate time. On which time the Guru will come, he will decide. So I cannot go in search. That's why when his journey was towards purchase of horses, he was intervened by the Guru. Is it not? That was the history. Okay, now what I am trying to say is the Guru, the disciple, the Guru and the disciple, the pair is unique. See, we have a traditional, noble line of Guru disciple. Suppose somebody asks in Saivam, who is your Guru? We used to say Tirukailaya Parambarai. Tirukailaya Parambarai, the hereditary of the Tirukailash. The hereditary of Kailash, Mount Kailash. So only from there our hereditary begins, commences. The first and foremost Guru for all Saivats is Lord Dakshinamurti. He is the foremost and the first Guru of Saiva. So we can be boasting or we can be proud of it that our first and foremost Guru is Lord Dakshinamurti. From there the hereditary starts. It is called Parambarai. Parambarai, Param plus Parai. Param Sivam, Parai Sakti, Shiva Sakti. That Shiva Sakti, only from there, Lord Dakshinamurti, he only started. Because in Saivam, he is the captain. He is the Lord of Lords. He is the King of Kings. He is the Emperor of Emperors. He only formulated this Saivat, the religion, the way to reach him. All these things are formulated only by Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva has formulated, has designed, has given us the theory, has given us the theory and the practical methods to reach him. So he only taught that the final stage of a soul to reach Lord Shiva is only through Guru. So the Guru will come and complete the long journey of the soul. The soul would have taken the journey through a time unknown. So the journey, it's going on Miha Payanam. The journey of the soul is completed only by its own Guru. Unless otherwise, if the Guru doesn't come, then the journey is not completed. So in Saivam, Jnanamargam, Sanmargam, that is called the final stage of Saivam. Dasa Margam, Satputra Margam, Sagamargam, Sanmargam. God will be as our leader. God will be as our father. God will be as our friend. These are all the ways He will help us. He will mend us. He will treat us. He will lift us. But God as a Guru will take us with Him only through this Sanmargam. Sanmargam is the final way of reaching Lord Shiva. Whereas Sariyai, Kriyai, Yogam, all of them are considered to be the steps. The final entrance is Sanmargam. Through the Sanmargam door, the Guru takes the soul to the Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is under the banyan tree. He is under the banyan tree to grace us, to help us, to lead us, to educate us, to finally take us out of the suffering and at the same time enjoying the bliss. Now, we may be eager to know this Parambarai, how it has come down in Prapancham level. Please understand that it has to come through Suddhamayai and to this Asuddhamayai. There are levels, of course. Lord Shiva, in the form of Dakshinamurti, when he poses as a Guru, he is called as Dakshinamurti. The same Lord, when he takes the soul through many stages and processes and treating, then he is executing the deeds in the form of Nadaraja. If it is the final stage, if the soul has come to the final stage, it has to receive the grace and to merge with the Lord Shiva, then the fourth stage of Jnana Margam or Sanmargam. Sanmargam means sun. Sanmargam means Sat Margam. Sat means Jnana. Satmargam, Jnana Margam. So this is called Jnana Parambarai. This Parambarai, this hereditary is called Jnana Parambarai. Because this is the Jnana Margam. Okay, now to show the world, to educate the world, to inform the world that Saivam, the final stage through Saivam to reach God is Sanmargam. The final stage is Sanmargam or Jnana Margam. That Jnana Margam is nothing but the Guru, the Suddha Anma, the pure soul. He inherits or he takes possession of a pure soul and takes control of another soul which is willing to get qualified, and he leads it to the Lord Shiva. Guruvarul illayel Thiruvarul illai. If there is no Guru, there is no Lord, there is no Shiva. It is impossible to reach Lord Shiva, because you have to get suppose if we are going to get a final certificate from the college will, suppose the student would have completed his course, he will be contacting the office to give him the certificate. College will give a transfer certificate or relieving certificate or transfer certificate, provided he provides a no objection certificate. That NOC he has to provide. What is that NOC? He has to go to each and every department, and that department will certify that the student is not having any arrears with regard to payment. They have to certify. So he has to get all the certificates, get clearance from every department, and he has to submit the NOC finally to the office. Office will go through. So there is no due. There is no due for him. So we can give the certificate. So the no due certificate is very, very important for getting the final certificate. Likewise, Guru will give you the no due certificate. Otherwise, you will not get entrance to the Lord Shiva's world, Sivalokam, the world of Siva. The no due certificate will be issued by the Guru. What is that no due certificate? The no due is very, very important, is the deeds, the Sanjita Vinay. If there are dues in Sanjita Vinay, if there are dues in Vinay, you will not be allowed to enter Sivalokam. Go and clear the deeds, action, Vinay. You complete them. Either you take births or either you suffer or enjoy, do something and clear the deeds. I am putting the word deed for Vinay. You can put also action. The action of yours. So unless otherwise you get a clearance, you will not be given the permission to enter the Sivaloka. That no due certificate will be issued by Guru. Okay. Now to establish the system, to establish the way how to reach the Lord Shiva is only through Guru. So go and get Upadesam from a Guru. Go and feel at his feet. Consider him, not consider him. See him as Lord Shiva. Worship him as Lord Shiva. So you will not have any, you will not feel any difference between your Guru and Lord Shiva. So you must be able to see the Guru as Lord Shiva. You must be able to feel Guru as Lord Shiva. You must be able to receive his words as of Lord Shiva. Likewise, you must have contact with the Guru as if you are having contact with Lord Shiva. You don't consider the Guru as Lord Shiva. You are feeling him as Lord Shiva. You must feel, not trying to act or pretend. You must feel it. By the way of feeling, you are getting the real benefit of Guru. So to establish that theory, God has started the line. He started the line. He showed the world that he is the first Guru of the entire line of Guru and disciples. So it starts from Dakshinamurti, Lord Dakshinamurti. He takes Nandiyamperuman, Nandi, the bull. He takes him. He takes him as his disciple, very close disciple. He gives, as a matter of fact, Dakshinamurti gives him a name. It is called Diksha Namam. Diksha Namam. The name accorded by the Guru. It has a special value. The name would have been given by parents. The original names would have been given by parents or by some relatives. We don't know. Or they would have selected it from net. Or they would have selected it from some book. Likewise, people are selecting without understanding the meaning or without understanding the real weight of the name. The weight of the name you don't understand. The name will change the whole life of, because it is being pronounced every day. They are able to hear it. They hear it. They think over it. They write it. They use it. So we must be very careful in naming a baby. Okay, that name will be erased, scrapped by Lord Guru, because Guru will name the disciple by his own God. Likewise, Lord Shiva called Nandi, because Nandi is the name of Lord Shiva. So he named him as his first disciple as Nandi. Nandi received the entire knowledge or Upadesam from Lord Shiva. How blessed! It is the first soul. It is the first soul which he received. See, Lord Shiva has preached Goddess Shakti, but Goddess Shakti is not a soul. Goddess Shakti is his own Shakti. To make us understand, we are seeing Lord Shiva as his spouse and his spouse. Isn't that? As a matter of the first soul to reach Upadesam and to get evolved from the births and deaths and all other sufferings from Anavam, everything, the first soul that has been evolved is Nandi. He only the first disciple of Lord Shiva. Nandi, he preached 4 disciples. Nandi, of course, he preached 8 disciples. Even though 8 disciples we are naming, they are not contemporaries. They are not they are not preached at the same time. There were batches. The first batch, Sanghadi Muni. The second batch, Patanjali Vyakrabhadar. The second batch, Patanjali and Vyakrabhadar. The first batch is Sanghadi Muni. The priests, Sanagar, Sanandanar, Sanadanar, Sanarkumarar, the 4 teachers or 4 disciples. They are one set. They are one set. First set. Then there is a second set for Nandi, Patanjali and Vyakrabhadar. And the third batch, second batch, Patanjali and Vyakrabhadar. The third branch, only one, that is called Sivayoga Muni. Sivayoga Muni. But we are not getting more details about this particular Sivayoga Muni. We are getting a lot of details about this Sanghadi Munivargal. Sanghadi Munivargal means those 4 priests. That 4 priests. We are getting some information. We are getting some information about Patanjali and Vyakrabhadar. But we are not getting any details of the Sivayoga Muni. We are not Sivayoga Muni. The last batch and the final batch, Tirumolar. See the second line. First line, Dakshinamurti and Nandiyam Perumal. First line. Second line, from Nandiyam Perumal, 3 batches, and 3 batches we have 8 disciples. There it stops. Now, with regard to Janagar, if you see, the first one is Janaha, Sanantana, Sanadana, Sanarkumara. Out of these 4, the first 3, they have been channelized, or they have been recruited, they have been asked to take care of Suddhamaya. So they have taken care of Suddhamaya, souls in the Suddhamaya. Souls in Suddhavitai, Maheswaram, Shadakyam, you understand, Nadam, Vindu, all those things are in Suddhamaya. So souls are also there and they are called Vijnana color. With only one malam, impurity, anavam, and that also the scent of anavam. So they are taking care of. The fourth one, Sanat Kumarar, we are very much interested in him because he has been deputed to take care of the souls in the Prapancham or Asuddhamaya. So he only started the line. There it starts. This drawing has been provided by Mr. Saravanan, Qatar. He has sent this drawing, very nice drawing, and it is very useful for us to understand the line of the, as a matter of fact, the whole system of our Guru, Kailaya Parampara. Okay. Okay, let us start from Sanat Kumarar. Sanat Kumarar, now through him from Shuddhamaya, it comes down to Asuddhamaya. He only has both the world in contact, both Suddhamaya and Asuddhamaya. And he is able to locate Satya Jnana Darsani. So Satya Jnana Darsani was his disciple. Sanat Kumar was able to get one disciple. See, getting a disciple is equal to the difficulty of getting a good guru. For a guru to get a good disciple, it's very difficult. For a good disciple to get a good guru, very, very difficult. The match is very, 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 very difficult. Sometimes it may not be possible also. But if you are seeing this line of gurus, means we are lucky enough, is it not, to have this record. Okay. Satya Jnana Darsani. Satya Jnana Darsani. Okay. Satya Jnana Darsani. Satya Jnana Darsani. From Satya Jnana Darsani, Paranjodi Munivar comes down. These are all people having contact both Suddhamaya and Asuddhamaya. It's not understand. You may not understand that how he comes down, because they are able to. That is called they were able to travel in Suddhamaya and Asuddhamaya also. That is what people are saying when they give the history of Meghanda. Satya Jnana Darsani, his student, his disciple, Paranjodi, when he was traveling across the over the sky, he was able to see Meghanda in Tiruvannai Nallur. He was able to detect that he is the fittest person to be his disciple. Now you just see that track. Sanat Kumarar, Satya Jnana Darsani and Paranjodi Munivar. Paranjodiyar. Paranjodi. Let me once again check up their names. Paranjodi Munivar. Okay. Just see the Paranjodi Munivar. When he was able to detect the fittest disciple by the grace of Lord Siva, who is going to grace the whole bunch of souls available in this Prapancham. in Asuddhamaya. Then he was very eager to come down, and he was able to deliver the Upadesam to the 2.5 years old child. At that time of the Meghandar, being graced by Paranjoti Munivar, he is only 2.5 years old. He was only 2.5 years old. Our Meghandar was 2.5 years old. So Paranjoti Munivar was able to detect his best disciple, and he passed on the Upadesam to him, and he made him to commence a parambarai in this world for Saiva. So it was a wonderful chain. If you just look at the chain, our hereditary, our gurumas, our mentors, if you just see, you can boast yourself because you are in Saivam. So not by a chance you have come to this. Only by the grace of Lord Siva you have been drawn in. We must understand that we have not come to Saivam by ourselves. By making a will, by making a wish, or by making a desire, we may think that we have been in Saivam. No, not at all like that. You have been drawn in by the grace of Lord Siva, unless otherwise you have some previous contacts in this regard. Unless otherwise you have the previous contacts, you are not supposed to travel in this hierarchy. In this the hereditary, you have hereditary to be boasted of, to be proud of. Such a noble hereditary. See, starting from Nandi Embruman, then Sanat Kumarar, then Satyayana Darsini, then Paranjoti Munivar. These four, the group is called Agachantana Kuravar. Santanam means son. Santana Bhagyam, son, is being said son. So these are all these guru will take and pass on the Upadesam to his disciple. Then the disciple will become a guru, and he will take a disciple and pass on the Upadesam. Likewise, the hereditary will continue. That is why it is a continuity of hereditary. The mentors are coming line in line. One will be guru, another will be disciple. Then after some time, when the guru permits, then the disciple will become guru, and he will select a disciple for him. Likewise, guru, disciple again becomes guru and another disciple. Then disciple becomes guru, and then likewise it continues. Likewise, Agachantana Kuravargal, Agasantanam என்றால் அகம் என்று inner, Purachantanar outer. Purachandana Kuravargal, Kuravar means guru, mentor. Kuravargal. Kuravargal means we have to use the small ra. If in Tamil, Kuravar means small, there are two R, ra, ra. The second one is you have to spell it very strongly. You have to pronounce it very strongly. Ra. You understand? Here it's a very light type of pronouncing it. Ra. Very light. Soft ra. So Kuravar soft ra. Soft ra, that is called mentor, guru. Purasandana Kuravargal, that means the outer circle of Gurumar. It starts with Meghandar, and Mehandar disciple Arunandi Sivam. Then comes Marayana Sambandham, and then comes the Umabadi Sivam. From there, the hereditary continues. See, these Ahasantana Kuravar, Purachantana Kuravar, those are all our Gurumas, our Gurumas. The time to come, in the time to next week and the week after the next, we are going to discuss more about this Parambarai, Ilaya Parambarai, more about these mentors, more about these Gurus, and we will go the details about the individual Guru and how the service has been given by each and every Guru, how they have sweated out, how they have tried to develop the root of or system of Saivam in this world, so that souls will be reaching Lord Shiva, getting liberated out of their miseries and sufferings, especially from the ignorance, Anavam. So the travel continues. If the soul would have done some punyam, if it has done some tavam, then it would be able to come to the root of Saivam, and it will be taken by the respective Guru to the Lord Shiva. With this, I am just concluding this session, and we are going to meet in the next week and the week after the next, and we are going to discuss more details about our Gurus and the hierarchy. One must remember, appreciate every time they are thinking about Saivam. Okay. Now, let me conclude this session with the 5-letter mantra being chanted 5 times. I request you to please follow me. Tiruchitrambalam. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Tiruchitrambalam. தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.